What's going on, guys? Massive Time here. Today, I got a really cool video for you guys. I went into my old archives. I found an old Villari's video from a Villari's tournament back in either 1988, 1989. I was about 9, 10 years old in this video. And yeah, probably about 9 years old. And this was an old Villari's tournament. I'm not too sure where exactly it was. I think it was either, I mean, we did tournaments all over with the Villari tournaments. I think it was New York, could have been Connecticut, Massachusetts. Uh, I'm trying to think, New Jersey. We were all over with those tournaments. Um, so I'm not too sure where this one was. I was also young, so I don't really remember. I just remember always traveling with those tournaments. The cool thing about these tournaments, though, like Valari's tournaments back in the 80s, early 90s, were huge. They weren't just a tournament, they were a big event. We got all of the schools together, every school combined, and it was a huge event. Not only were we there competing, but in the middle of the tournament, they would stop. We would have like an intermission, and they would be put on crazy demonstrations. We're gonna get to that in the video. You're gonna see some cool stuff in the video. There was big demonstrations, but the big part, the main event of all these tournaments was the black belt division. We would stop at the end of the tournament. Everybody else was done competing, and now it was time for the black belts to compete. And this was really the coolest part of the whole tournament, especially as a kid. Like as a kid, you didn't get a chance to see all of these high ranked stuff. Like you can remember too, back in at least I know in Villari days. I don't know if other dojos were the same, but I remember back in Fred Villari's studios, if you were in a class and higher rank was doing the technique, you had to turn around. You had to either turn around, face the wall, turn around, kneel. You were not allowed to watch the higher ranks do their techniques. So you had no idea what those high ranks looked like. So if you were, whatever route, blue belt, green belt, whatever, and a black belt was coming up and gonna do Hansuki or Six Kata, something like that, you're not allowed to watch that. You had to turn around and face the wall. So you never saw that. There was no internet. There wasn't like you could just look this up. What does that form look like? What does this combination look like? You have no idea. So when the black belts came up, you had an opportunity, one, to see your instructors. I used to see my instructors compete, which was really cool. I get to see high-ranking katas and forms, really awesome, weapons, things like that. So, and then the black belt sparring. And the black belt sparring, of course, especially little kid like me is 8, 9 years old, 10 years old, watching these black belts compete. Man, these guys are going full, because we used to touch, tap, point spar, whatever. But these guys were going at it, man. These guys would hit each other pretty hard, and I remember looking up and going, "Wow, these guys are intense." And nowadays, my dad was like, "This is what I got to do when I get older." And he was like, "Don't worry. As you get older, as you become black belt, you're going to be used to it. It's going to be nothing. That's you're going to, you're going to be fine with it." And of course, I was as you get older, and but as a little kid, you're watching, you're just like, "Whoa, this is cool." It's like blood sport in real life, so it's definitely pretty cool. So you're going to see some cool stuff in this tournament. I don't think in this video I have the black belt competition footage, but we'll take a look and we'll see what we got, and we'll go from there. Come on, so let's go check it out. All right, so we got this queued up right now. Here we go. This right now this is my brother's division. So my brother is competing, and actually, actually, hold on a second. Actually, if you see right here, I don't know if you guys can see my mouse. If I point my mouse here, I don't know if that records my mouse or not. I don't think so. So, but this the guy in the striped shirt right here with the sunglasses on in the background there, that's actually my dad. So my mom is actually recording this, and my dad is watching. So if my mom was recording most of this, then I will blame her for some things that happened later on. I'll show you why when we get into that. All right, so let's check this out. Point spar, and there's my brother on the left, Bobby Campbell. And let's see what we got. All right, he just gets a point right off the bat. Oh, coming in with that other kid coming in with the tomahawk, but he's not fast enough. Man, Bobby with that high kick right there. This other kid keeps coming in with like that tomahawk chop kick right there. And do you guys remember? I'm going to pause this for a second. Do you guys remember these full headgears? Like we had these headgears that were just full on, full headgear. And back in the day, man, I don't even know if you're going to be able to see this in the video, but back in the day, Fred Villari's every day we had the Fred Villari's logo on all of the sparring gear. So all the sparring gear. We had the logo, and each dojo had different like colors. Like some dojos would be like, we're only getting wearing red gear, we're only getting black gear, we're only getting blue, whatever it was. And even back in the day, I think it was only red and black for a while. But we used to have all the Fred Villari's logos on the gloves, on the foot pads, on the headgear. It was definitely pretty cool. And I think the sleeve that this judge is wearing actually, I think means that he's the head judge. So these tournaments are pretty wild. Bobby with that high kick, coming in with that high kick. This kid's this kid's chopping. He's nowhere near Bobby. Oh man! All right, Bobby's moving on to the next round. I think that yep, that's him on the right there. Oh man. The old school classic point sparring stance too. Ooh, we got that kick in Bobby. Was the one hand up and the one hand like underneath the kind of shield to make sure no one gets a point on you. This kid's doing it on the left there. Bobby just plowing through. That is definitely Bobby's fighting technique, just coming forward, no mercy. And it's cool just looking in the background too at all the different people. Man, look at that. The parents would be just swarming around these rings back then. Man, Bobby with those high kicks again. Oh, Bobby's just get out of the way. Get out of here. I was gonna say there'd be no point in that one. Clash. Anybody who's ever judged in tournaments, man, you guys know how hard it is to judge these point sparring matches. It is definitely hard. That's for sure. A lot of pressure on you as a head judge. I remember those days. Actually, this guy's got a band on his arm too. I don't know what that band means. Maybe the band on the arm just means you're a judge. I don't remember. Here I am. Three kata. Young Tommy Karate here. Three kata. Here we go. Check this out. Man, I like the patches on my gi. Patches down the arm. The old Kempo gi with the stripes down the arms and legs. And hold on, we gotta pause it for a second. So this is what I was talking about before. I was like, oh, I think my mom was the one recording. So my mom decided, you know what? We're not gonna watch the rest of Tom's three kata. We're just gonna go straight into the demonstrations. Forget the rest of the three kata. We don't need to see it. I did want to see the end of the three kata, but I guess Indiana Jones over here was more important. I don't remember. If anybody remembers, comment down below. If anybody remembers who was it that did this comma demonstration as Indiana Jones? I remember. I think I remember the name when I was a kid. I remember hearing who it was, but I don't remember anymore. That was so long ago. Um, but just even back then, like, just to kind of give you guys some, like, back then, you to find a brown gi, just to find a brown gi. I don't even know where this guy got this gi from because back then it was hard to find those gis. It wasn't like now we have the internet. I don't know where you're getting a brown gi from. So, and this definitely would not be allowed in these days now. Lighting weapons up inside a school gymnasium. You're not doing that anytime in these days. But let's check this out. Come on. These are the demonstrations I was talking about in the middle of the tournament. They would just stop the tournament. We're doing demonstrations. And I also think I have to pause it every once in a while because I just realized it has Indiana Jones music, so I hope I don't get any strikes or anything with this. Definitely, Pretty cool. Imagine seeing this as a kid. Just imagine seeing this as a kid. It's so cool. Definitely pretty wild. Pretty wild. You do not see this at tournaments nowadays. That is awesome. So hold on, guys. So this, I think this is actually 1989 because this demonstration right here is Batman's themed demonstration. And if you guys know me, I'm a big Batman fan, and 1989 Batman with Michael Keaton is probably one of the, well, controversial, but I'm gonna say he's the best Batman. But anyway, that was the best Batman movie. So I think this might have been 1989 because this is when Batman came out. So let's check this out now. So we got Jokers over here, kicks. So we got Batman G over here. Definitely pretty cool. I was trying to figure out who instructed. Oh, we missed some. There was a lot more to that demonstration, but I'll blame my mom for that one. Recording. I think this is a board breaking demonstration. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Yeah, board breaking. Here we go. And also, guys, by the way, I'm just pausing real fast. Comment below if anybody sees anybody recognizes anybody in these videos, any instructors, anything like that. Comment below. I would love to know who these people are, and and it'd be pretty wild. Maybe they can come back. Maybe they'll you could tag them, show them, share this video, let them see it, and bring back a lot of memories. Look at this setup right here. This is a cool setup. Just the setup alone is pretty wild. And at first, wait, hold on. Because at first, and no offense to this guy, but this guy's a big guy, and I saw him running up, and I was like, oh, is this guy gonna jump up and like do some kind of crazy kick or something? And I was like, I don't know how he's gonna get air, but now I realize he's the big guy because he's gonna be the base for the next guy. That's pretty cool. That's cool. Watch this. Here we go. Boom! I remember this. This is some crazy board. I don't even know how to get that. And would you put in those boards to do that? That's pretty wild. Let's see. Ah, here we go. Young Tommy Karate over here, warming up for some point sparring. Man, I got the full blown mullet going on over here. Oh man. Oh, that was a slip. That was a slip. Oh, guys, I love it. So, guys, if you guys see, this is actually Master Professor now, Professor Tommy Gargiola. He's actually my instructor, longtime instructor for most of my martial art career. Uh, just walking by, just casually walking by. Can I rewind that for a second? Let me see if I can rewind that. Listening. He just walks by. There he is. Does a little head duck. Oh, that's awesome. Practicing getting those sidekicks, working those side. All right, hook kick, roundhouse kick combo. Okay. Oh, here's Bobby again. Okay. Oh, guys, this is Bobby doing two pinion. Man, I'm trying to recognize some of these instructors. Yeah. Again, comment below if anybody recognizes anybody in these videos. All right, so here's Bobby. So we're doing one pin. It was one pin. Yeah, almost taking out the judges. But doesn't give doesn't give a care in the world who's in front of him. He's doing his one pin. He's doing his three punches. The judges, you guys got to move out of the way. That's it. All right, here we go. Point sparring. That's me on the right. All right, we got a clash there. Oh, got that good kick in there. Nice. Oh man, that right kick, the right rear side kick is working for me right now. Oh, I think he might have got that shot. Yeah, he got that punch in. All right, this kid's ready. Look at him, he's ready. Clash, clash. All right. Oh, we're going to this points. Okay. And so was it 2-0 right now? I think I got two, right? I think he's went to three. I didn't see anything there. Okay. I think they kicked two. Oh, but man, I'm just getting that right roundhouse kick in there. Point. That's three. Are we going to five or is it three? So, yeah, goes to three. All right, here's my next match. Someone left. Oh, I was just running towards this really tall kid. Yeah, this kid was a giant. Look at the size difference. There was no way I was getting around this. There was no way I was getting around this guy's legs. Look at the size difference. He's got fast. Oh, he's fast actually. He's fast. He's tall. I'm still working those right kicks. I got in on that one. Oh, it was a clash, but okay. Trying to kick him, even though he's got that long reach, man. This is just a kicking battle right now. Man, we are just who's gonna win? Ooh! I got that kick to the head. Yeah, there you go. Man, kicking this tall kid in the head right here. Man, he's got those long kicks. He's just gonna beat me though. He's gonna beat me to the punch or to the kick, I should say. Oh, I eat that one. I eat that one. Oh, I think that was it. I think I lost that match, and I don't think this is me anymore. This is the next match. I think. Yeah. This is me. I'm hungry. Chew, just chewing on my glove. Those foam gloves. I don't know what it was. Man, as a kid, you just chew on those foam gloves. I don't know what it was, but I think it was just nerves or whatever. But yeah, so lost that match against that tall kid. But that was a tough match. This kid is tall. Actually, both these kids. So I think this is the final match, and both these kids are pretty tall. So definitely tall for the division. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got going on here? We got trophy, trophy table. Maybe some guys practicing. This guy's yawning. He's tired. Fred, can we pause for a second? Well, we did. But can I pause for a second? Who remembers, guys, these jackets? Who remembers this jacket? I'm pointing to the screen like you guys can see the screen. This jacket right here. I don't even know if you guys can see it. In the background, the black jacket, Yellow Dragon, the Fred Villari's jacket, those varsity jackets. Man, they were like silk jackets. These things were the bomb back then. I mean, it's such an 80s jacket. Such an 80s jacket, but it was so cool. That black and yellow one, I loved. That was one of my favorite ones. I actually had three of them. So I had the black with the yellow dragon. I had red, and red had I think the gold dragon on it, and then it had a white one with I think it was red. The red, man, that was. I think the white one I think had the five animals on it from what I remember on the back. But those jackets were so cool, man. We need to bring back swag like that. I think we're gonna have to get some Campbell's kickboxing jackets like that or something like that because that's definitely pretty cool old school jackets right there. I think that might be, yeah, that. So that's the end of the video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video as much as I did. Definitely old school Villari tournament. Love those tournaments. I do have another video. I gotta take it out, guys. I gotta find it, and it's on VHS. So I'm gonna have to get that transferred over to digital media or something like that. Um, but I do have it somewhere. And from what I remember, I had the black belt division was on there, and they were doing katas and things like that. From again, going back on memory, it was Boston, Massachusetts tournament, I believe. That was a big one. Um, so I got to see if I can find that, guys. If I do find that, I promise I will post that, and we'll go over that too. But again, hopefully you guys enjoyed the trip down memory lane. Fred Villari Studios of Self Defense. Those tournaments were awesome. And if you guys saw anybody in that video, if you recognized anybody, comment below, tag them, share the video. I would love to hear from you guys. I would also love to hear any stories you guys have of old Villari tournaments, because man, those tournaments were definitely cool, a lot of fun. So it wasn't like you were just going to compete. You were going to see a show. You were going to see the that, black belts compete and things like that. Definitely fun times. I do miss those times. So that's it. That's what I got for you guys today. And make sure you guys like, subscribe, and keep getting guys some new content. I'll talk to you guys soon. Yes.